Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to Spike Saturday. Today we're running one of the top decks of the meta, Mono Red Madness. This is a burn deck that is using the engine of Grab the Prize and Highway Robbery, these 1 in a red sorceries, discard a card, draw 2 card effects, to value discard things like Lava Dart, Sneaky Snacker, and Fiery Temper in order to have a mid-rangey kind of burn combo game plan that can get people dead really quick, especially when something like Kessig Flame Breather or Gutter Snipe is involved. The list I am running is from Pygonti, a pauper grinder who I trust with an aggro deck. They are running the 4th copy of Gutter Snipe over the 4th copy of Kessig Flame Breather. We're only running 3 of these. We are down a couple of Faithless Lootings. Most lists that I've seen run the full 4. However, we are now running to Skittering Kitten. This is Masks Meower for those of you who hate. I won't talk any crap here. Yeah, I like this build a little bit better, with a little bit more aggression, lower to the ground, and then kind of trying a little harder on the Gutter Snipe, go over the top combo angle. Sideboard, couple of Searing Blazes, couple of Smashes, bunch of Red Blasts, some Graveyard Hate, and End the Festivities, which is the one-sided board wipe against elves and the like, Fae, that type of thing. Yeah, really straightforward deck. If I'm being completely honest, I did run a version of this deck, like I filmed it and everything. Had 4 Faithless Looting in it, only had 3 Gutter Snipes. I won for that league, felt like trash to me. It had been a list that won the challenge, so like it was obviously good. I just ran poorly or am bad at Magic, but let's see if I had better luck this time. Round 1, we are on the draw, and I'm going to keep this hand. Basic Force from the opponent and pass. I think I just lead on Skittering Kitten here and try and get in some haste damage. The nice thing about Kitten is that as soon as I do present a blocker, I can use it as a discard outlet and cash it into something else. Generous End. This could be 5-land Spy. Keep that popped down so we know just how many lands our opponent is dealing with. Masked Vandal, sure. Well, that is the 1/3 blocker that I was talking about just a moment ago. Gutter Snipe. I am thinking I don't really have a good discard with Grab the Prize here. I could Kitten, discard. Let's think here. I have double Gutter Snipe. I don't think Elves is going to have any way to get rid of a Gutter Snipe. I can turn 3 Gutter Snipe, turn 4 Gutter Snipe, Fire Blast. And that would be 8 damage right there. I'm thinking I want to turn the Kitten into something. If I discard Epicure and it's a land, how upset am I about that? Not that bad, actually. Let's do that. Another Gutter Snipe. Well, now I'm wishing I had discarded Gutter Snipe. So I guess I will. And we'll say go here. Zagu Wildling from the opponent. Finding a swamp. Yeah, this most certainly is 5-land Spy, not Elves. So they found 3 lands, and they have a bunch of mana. Do I need to kill the Battlement? They don't have any additional walls right now, so it is just a 2 mana taps for 1 dork at the moment. Lotus Petal, sure. Surely Caretaker is free. I think I need to be okay with that. 2 mana for 3 mana for Lead the Stampede. Dimir Houseguard. Okay. This I would assume is going to go find Balustrade Spy. Yep. Another Vandal, sure. I'm assuming they're still looking for a land, though, right? Almost certainly. Let's just kill them next turn. Opponent tapping slow here. Looks like they're casting Spy. Hoping to get lucky. Yep. Let's see how much they mill here. A lot. 18 creatures is the count, but did they hit Dread Return plus Giant? They did. Is that enough? 21. That is really annoying. Yeah, they have just enough here. They have 20 creatures. I'm at 20 life. There's nothing I can do here. Exacxies, they got me. All right, game two. Graveyard Hate is good. Think about Searing Blaze. Just being able to kill their creatures is important. They're going to have a ton of blockers. I feel like Epicure and Kitten aren't going to be doing much. Kitten is probably on the play. It might be a little. Nah, it's a little worse, right? Just a hold on to a Epicure and just get rid of my 5/1 drops and send it back. Thinking about End the Festivities, but I think that only hits Kyrian Ranger, really, which is an important card to hit, but it's just not worth bringing in on the play here for game two. Keepable hand. I believe this is a much more patient hand than it looks. I think this is just land go. I don't really want a looting on one here because I can't cast my Fiery Temper and there's something else I want to discard. All right, so they've revealed 7 cards in hand. They have Kyrian Ranger. They have Caustic Caterpillar. Interesting. Lotleth Giant in hand. 2 Caustic Caterpillars. Then I'm just going to plot this Highway Robbery. And I will say go. That Mezfiend could be annoying, but they need to find more mana before they can play it this turn. I can get my Gutter Snipe down first. I assume they cast the second Sagu here. Me for 1, yeah. So that first game, they did get lucky. They had Exacxies with a land still in their deck, but they were able to send it. It's fine, I'm not bitter. Fire Blast is good. We're just going to get down Gutter Snipe. They have Mezfiend, other Caustic Caterpillar, Lotleth Giant. They cast that Sagu. I don't know about 5. There's 1 random card. They're kind of priced into taking Fiery Temper. So I think I just pass here. They're not going to be able to send it this turn. Yep, there's the Mezfiend. They kind of have to take Fiery Temper, I would think. That just seems wrong to me. Caretaker was the unknown card. Okay, we can untap here. I think this is a pretty easy cast. Trigger Gutter Snipe. We'll choose to discard a Fiery Temper. Have a Lava Dart. That's really good. I'll always yield to this. Do I want to shoot their face or kill their Caretaker? Because right now I can kill Caterpillar and Fiend. Taking the control role seems to just be good. So we can shoot this. Get our card back. Lava Dart. Caustic Caterpillar. Attack with Snipe. Get you to 10. Cast a Looting. Discard 2 lands. Or Sneaky Snacker, that's fine too. And play a land for turn and say go. We have 6 damage at the moment with the Fire Blast, and attack kills them here. And they have no creatures in play. Going from nothing, I think, means we win. There's a Kyrian Ranger we knew about. Lead the Stampede is no way going to be good enough, I don't think. So we can just grab the prize here. That puts him to 6. Fire Blast puts him to dead. Yep, game 3. So they had Caustic Caterpillars and Mezfiends. I think I want one of these over my Voldaren Epicure. On the draw for game 3, I'm pretty happy with this hand, though. We're able to control the board, land a Gutter Snipe at some point. As soon as we do draw one of our card advantage cards, Snacker is online. Lotus Petal, okay. Winding Way, Fiend, Troll, Dread Return in hand. Okay. Mesmeric Fiend isn't going to find purchase with our 3 removal spells. Land was good. There was no reason to cast anything unless we absolutely need to. Because getting the Gutter Snipe down first. I suppose we want to play the Dart if we get the chance, actually. Here's the Fiend. We cannot kill it right now because then it'll exile permanently, but I will kill it. My assumption is they take Dart because Dart is the cleanest answer to it. Like they would much rather me bolt the Mesmeric Fiend. That's just wrong. Come on. This just lets me Dart cleanly, get the bolt back, have the Dart in my graveyard to be able to cast Gutter Snipe and flash something back with. Land go. Missing on the card draw spell, but that's okay. Feeling pretty safe with 2 bolts in hand. Winding Way is going to start grinding us, though. And find Forest. Cast Winding Way, I assume. Is see what they hit. Well, the Balustrade Spies are redundant. Okay, I feel very good about that. Snipe plus Tormod Script. Say go. Now, from what we know about the Winding Way and their land grant, they don't have an answer to Crypt yet. So they are not going to be in a position to really push a spy here, I don't think. Gatecreeper. Is this your last land? Very well could be. Love Roots? Sure. Battlements on the stack. Okay. They cashed in their Lotus Petal for that. Another mountain. This is not ideal, I will say. We're going to attack with Gutter Snipe and then bolt whichever creature they block with. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. I am definitely bolting a battlement and lava darting it. And dart you. You take 2 more. So that restricts mana. This lightning bolt on Wall of Roots again restricts mana, restricts the number of creatures they have in play. They just have a bunch of spies and dread returns, right? Like, I guess I don't need to kill it now, though. The battlement setting them back a turn from making a bunch of mana, I think, is worth it. If I let them have 5 mana going into their turn, what's the worst they could play? Sagu Wildling? That would be annoying. 5. I do know their hand, though, right? They have 5 cards in hand. It's 3 spies, a dread return, and a caretaker. So getting rid of the Wall of Roots doesn't really change anything. I guess I'll just pass then. They could dread return back Generous Ent. If they were to do that, I suppose I would just Tormod's Crypt in response. I could bolt a Gatecreeper Vine to get rid of an extra creature in that situation as well. That's tough, because this bolt being worth 5 damage is also something, but I'm also just kind of out of action. Let's see what they do. I'm okay with them having the Wall of Roots for now. Yeah, they are making this predictable play, or at least I shouted out that it was a possibility. So do I want to bolt Gatecreeper Vine and then crypt them? I kind of think so. Maybe I should have just killed the Wall of Roots. Pop. Say go. Fire Blast, though good, is not doing much for me right now, and I'm not threatening anything. I guess they're not attacking, I'm not blocking, so I may as well attack. Make them think about Lava Dart. They thought about Lava Dart and they chose to block with Caretaker instead. So 6 damage in hand right now. They're functionally at 8. There's an Ent from hand, it looks like. No, Spy. No response. Who do you target? Are you 4 or 5 land? That's kind of the question. And do you have the squirrels? I think going to sack 2 mountains and kill the spy while it's on the stack here. And I have nothing else, so I'll just say go. They're down to 0. Do they have the squirrels? Nope, they had battlement in hand. That'll also do it. Yeah, they had just enough there. GG. One away from the highway robbery, too. So that would have drawn us into more action, but not a kill. Yeah, trying to play the control game there. Didn't have quite enough to go over the top of it. Yeah, I definitely should have lightning bolted there. Oh, where are you at, buddy? Definitely should have bolted the Wall of Roots while that damage from Gutter Snipe was still on it. It would have prevented them from having 6 mana on this last turn, which, yeah, no, that definitely let them play around and kill me. Now we're learning, though. GG, good game. On to the next one. The third installment of the Common Ground Cup is coming Saturday, January 31st at Game Night in Columbia, Tennessee. The event will be live streamed and commentated by the Common Ground podcast hosts themselves. Compete for glory, honor, and even some prizes. I unfortunately won't see you there because I'm having a kid, but I'm going to be really sad about missing it. But you should go. You should totally go. I'm going to draw for game number 2, but I think we're going to keep this land-heavy hand here. Unlike other red decks, this Mono Red Madness deck doesn't mind hitting its land drops. We have things like Fire Blast and Lava Dart that we do want to be able to sacrifice our lands and be able to cast. Ponder from the opponent. Snow Covered suggests a red splash. Mountain Go. They did not shuffle on the Ponder. Delver, sure. I do think this is worth trying to dart, use my mana efficiently. If they have interaction, I'll make them spend it here. Let it happen, though. That's good with me because now I get to plot a highway robbery and say go. If they do have a Spell Pierce effect, they don't get to use it right now. There's the mountain, representing removal for Snipe. Augur of Bolus hits Scred, so we know about the removal spell. Okay. It does make me want to hold the Gutter Snipe. Grab the prize is interesting. Interesting. If they have a Spell Pierce, I can play around it next turn, potentially. So let's just start here. I'm just planning on discarding a mountain. I like the rest of my hand. Discard mountain. So we're hitting our land drops here. Yeah, we'll just pass the turn here. Try and find something better to discard with grab the prize later. If they try and ninja us, we have 2 bolts to protect ourselves. They go for the Monarch, which this deck always plays Monarch creatures. We'll do something about it, I suppose. Augur coming in. No ninja, just getting in for 1 and passing. That's fine with me. Epicure is okay. Is that something I want to discard to grab the prize? Not really. Good. That's a resource. It also potentially eats a Scred if they do want to land a Monarch creature. Have target permanent, draw a card. Sure, that's just cycling. Scred on my Epicure. That is lovely. I love that just happened. Delver, sure. They're representing Counterspell for Gutter Snipe and grab the prize, which is not ideal. Do I spend a bolt on that Delver? Well, 5 mana represents Gutter Snipe, Bolt, Fire Blast, which would be 5, 10, 16 damage. Lava Dart lethal? Yeah, so I guess not. I have higher aspirations than that. Sneaky Snacker is really good. I'm assuming that they will counterspell this grab the prize if we cast it, discarding a Sneaky Snacker. They didn't. I am utterly shocked. I think this is interesting. I could Lava Dart the Delver. Do I even care about the Delver, though? I have a Sneaky Snacker now. I feel like I just plot this highway robbery and say go. Yeah, they just held up Island and then didn't counter a grab the prize that discarded a Sneaky Snacker. That's weakness to me. We'll see what they flip off Delver here. Alorian revealed, okay? I'm assuming we're just going to see that cycled here. Probably for a tap land. Volatile Fjord. Scred. Yeah. Happens. Well, okay. They look pretty dead to me. I don't know why they did that. We'll take 4 and try and untap and kill you. I'm assuming. I definitely have enough now. I 100% have enough now. Cast this. Just auto yield. Let's get him dead here, bud. Discard Lava Dart. Okay. Bolt. Bolt. Let those resolve. Dart. Dart. This deck's crazy. GG. That's what we had in mind. Okay, so against a Delver Terror Augur of Bolas deck, obviously the Pyroblasts are appealing. There's something to say for Relic, but frankly, Red Blast answers a Terror. How good are our little 1-drops? I don't think they're great. Lava Dart answers Delver really efficiently. This is a very clean swap. I don't love Fire Blast in the matchup. We didn't even need it on that last turn. Is Kessig something we want? Is Searing Blaze something we want? Again, Relic. I'm kind of thinking 1 Relic over a Fire Blast. I don't want to get overburdened on these effects because they are just dead cards until we're like going for a win. And I think 1 Relic is just going to be better than like the second copy of Fire Blast rotting in my hand. So this is a much more controlling posture that we'd be taking. Can I get a second Relic in? Kessig Flame Breather is definitely a card that they would want to kill. And I'd rather them kill this than Gutter Snipe, right? Grab the Prize is also a bit risky into their counter magic. I actually do think I want to shave on it. I like Sneaky Snacker quite a lot. This is very vibes-based sideboarding. I'm not following a guide at all, but I don't know. I feel like this makes some amount of sense. There's a chance that the 1-drops are important, but if they're running Augur of Boluses, I just don't really trust that they'll get in. I mean, I'm going to keep this. And yeah, I just boarded out one of my 2-mana draw spells that like this Pyroblast could represent, but turn 1 Ponder from the opponent. They kept on the Ponder, no shuffle there. Land go on our end. I like hitting our land drops. Cycling a Lorien Revealed, I'd assume to get a tap land here. Would love to draw. Nope, didn't find it. That's a shame. Pass. We're going to be doing a lot of nothing this game, just hitting land drops saying go, which could have mixed results against what they're doing. If on their turn 4 they have, I don't remember the name of the red 4-drop that gives the Monarch. How much do I care about an Augur of Bolas? Not enough to Pyroblast it, especially if they have an answer to my Pyroblast. I would much rather have this Pyroblast protect a Gutter Snipe on the stack. They have a Blue Blast. That's really annoying. I mean, they would have drawn it even if we didn't Pyroblast it, but hitting land drops, baby. I'm going to have to run out this Gutter Snipe. This Fiery Temper could get hard cast. Ponder. Did not shuffle on the Ponder. Always scary. Found a way to shuffle it, though. Attacking. No Ninja. That's good. I am not going to Fiery Temper yet. That Highway Robbery is nice. I like that a lot, especially if I plot it. Because this gives me something to Gutter Snipe action plus have Pyroblast up for their Red Blast. My assumption is they will try to Red Blast the Gutter Snipe, but maybe they go for the card draw spell. I'd like them to be a little more tapped down, ideally. 5 lands is the Lorien Revealed phase of the game, though they would be fully tapped out if they did that right now. They're just passing. Gutter Snipe I know is going to eat a blue elemental blast, which this Pyroblast can then respond to. It's probably just better to cast this Highway Robbery, right? Try and get on board with Sneaky Snacker, make them interact with that first. Spell Pierce. Okay. I'll pay. Okay. I'll pay. Wow. Wow. So this Sneaky Snacker essentially was a 2-mana creature that when it entered, I drew 2 cards and made my opponent discard 2 cards. That's insane, dude. That was really good. They didn't go in on the blue elemental blast. That's really interesting. And they used a Scred on my thing that keeps coming back from the graveyard. Oh my gosh. That's so good for us. There's a Terror. No, that's fine. I know about the blue blast, and there are 2 unknowns in their hand. I could have pyroed the Terror, but that's basically the same as countering a blue blast. Like, I know it's going to eat a blue blast to make the Terror resolve. I think I would rather try and protect some of my action over here. Let's just grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper. This should get back Snacker. If they fight over it, we can fight over what they're fighting over. The reason why I didn't lead on Gutter Snipe is because they can fight over this with red cards. I would rather get rid of this blue blast first before I expose the Gutter Snipe. Targeting Grab the Prize. Yeah, I will fight over that one. Counter target spell. If it's blue, you're blue. I would like to counter you. And I no longer know about a card in their hand. I have 2 unknowns I'm working with. Okay, counter worked. Fiery Temper resolved. Grab the prize. Resolved. Awesome. We get back a Snacker. Heck yeah. And I even can develop a Flame Breather, which is nice because this is one that I'm okay with eating a removal spell. Whereas Gutter Snipe, I would really like to have a little bit more going. There it is. Yep. Putting down to 1 card. It's not a counter spell because I do feel like they would have countered that Grab the Prize if they were able to. We're taking 6, but we're swinging back, putting them to 13. We have Gutter Snipe, Bolt, and Lava Dart. They played land. Okay. Depends on what I draw. Mountain. Gutter Snipe plus Dart. Dart would be 6 damage, Bolt would be 5. And then I can... So this is 6, 11, 13. 13 damage. And Sneaky Snacker can attack and put you to 13. Very convenient. That's very nice, yeah. So I'll have 3 up. This is 3. I guess I will play the land. I have something I want to discard. Go for the Gutter Snipe. If they have a counter spell, I can Pyroblast it, but that's annoying. I am winning the race, though, in that scenario. They either just drew that, or they decided it wasn't worth... Well, here, hold on. They have nothing. If we let this happen and then we just kill the Tolarian Terror and we're just racing. Yeah, but if I counter this and then I Fiery Temper them and then I have Bolt Lava Dart ready to go. Yeah, okay. Counter target spell if it's blue. Counter that. No response. And then I guess I'll Lava Dart you because that puts Lava Dart in the graveyard. I guess I'll Bolt you too. And then I think I'm just saying go since I don't quite have lethal. This Fiery Temper will be lethal. Opponent swinging out with the team. I don't really get why attack with Augur. I'll just smooch him. Yeah, sure, bud. That was unnecessary, though. And they have 0 cards in hand, and we're at 6, and they're dead to Fiery Temper when I... The hell, they're just dead to Sneaky Snacker right now. And they realized that, and we got there. 1-1, on to game 3.
YouTube is great, but ads suck. Luckily, there's a way to get around them. And I'm not talking about paying for premium. Simply go to the App Store and download Firefox Focus. This is a privacy-based version of the Firefox web browser. It'll block any ads on any website you visit, including ads on YouTube. You can even connect your Google password to your Face ID to make having to log into YouTube every time you want to use it as smooth as possible. If you like this tip, you can leave me a tip at the Ko-Fi link in the description down below. Now, back to the video.
I do believe this is the ideal opening hand for this deck. We are going to keep on the draw in game 3 here. Another blue deck. Hopefully they cast something that we can just Lava Dart, and they don't just leave up 2 blue mana to counterspell my Grab the Prize. Though I may just send it, because the second Grab the Prize will discard another Sneaky Snacker and recoup the card's disadvantage of the first one. Ugh, man. No. Nah, we're just going to Flame Breather. If they counterspell this, I'm fine with that. Force Spike, even worse. Freaking Force Spike. Mental Note hitting Island Murmuring Mystic is about as bad as a Mental Note can get. So that's good. Well, okay. This is just... This is fun. I wonder what's about to happen. I will not pay for your Force Spike. Okay, actual counterspell. I'm happy about that, I guess. Okay, they had play the Murmuring Mystic. Murmuring Mystic is really good against our Sneaky Snacker game plan, though, I will say. Man, I can kill the Mystic next turn with Lava Dart and Lightning Bolt. We'll see, though. I feel like this might be tough. It might require us having Pyroblast to be manageable. Not a great hit. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. There's a Serpent. And Deem Inferior on a Sneaky Snacker. I'm going to bottom that because I already have another Snacker. So I can kill the Mystic or the Serpent. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's untap. Double Bolt makes it a little cleaner. I could grab the prize. The Sneaky Snackers are my plan right now, right? If I attack and they don't block, they only have 1 card in hand. If it's Lorien Reveal, that's probably the scariest thing they could have left. I could try and grab the prize to hit my land drop. If I'm going to do that, then I think I'm attacking with Snacker. It's like if they trade and then I grab the prize and I get them both back. Yeah. If this is the line I'm going for, this is probably the highest upside. Whiff on land is tough. That's tough, dude. Okay, Epicure can chump a turn. And hopefully, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm hoping. Okay, I think that in the race, Epicure is more valuable, gaining me 6 life here. Land, pass. Land of my own. Combat. Tax. They're trading still. So do they have a counterspell? That's kind of the question. If they do, how bad is it? I could just try and slam Gutter Snipe. 4 mana is awkward. I could also... Bolt kills Mystic. They have 1 card in hand. Worst case scenario, they make another bird. If they have a counterspell on the second Bolt to try and save the Mystic, I can Lava Dart, Flashback Lava Dart. If Bolt just works, I can plot Highway Robbery with the plan next turn to then be Gutter Snipe, cast Highway Robbery, discard Lava Dart. But Gutter Snipe plus Bolt is just 5 damage. What if I just Highway Robbery, discard Lava Dart? I kind of like that. This still gives me the option to Bolt the Murmuring Mystic to kill it. And this also potentially gets back Sneaky Snacker and continues my pressure in the air. They do have Counterspell. Yep, that's what they had. So the Gutter Snipe wouldn't have worked anyway. But now we can just Bolt the Mystic. So now that's not something that we have to worry about anymore. The bird's annoying, but we have Dart. We are attacking with bird. Interesting. That doesn't change the clock, though. Why attack with bird there? Land. Combat. Gutter Snipe. Lava Dart is 6 damage. We are playing around Force Spike right now. What's the merits to playing this mountain versus holding it for Blood Token? I think I want to play it and not crack Blood Token. It's probably the best case scenario, right? That's a Brainstorm. It's a good card. So we can put them to 5. Could use the dart to kill the bird token to deal 4 damage and put them to 6 instead. Deep Analysis, a good card, but not when you want to flash back in this situation. Attack in, yep. It saves me mana on my turn to Lava Dart the illusion now, so I will do so. I'm just going to yield to these Gutter Snipe triggers. Force Spike. I will pay. Force Spike. I will not pay, sure. This doesn't give me anything to discard, but at the same time, it gives me an extra damage. Then Dart the Bird Illusion. You take 3 down to 6. Combat. Attack with Gutter Snipe. I need to leave back 2 blockers, I think. I don't have them dead on board. I can block with a Flame Breather. I guess this line allows them to flash back Deep Analysis. No, it doesn't really. I know I'm not blocking with Gutter Snipe, so I attack with Gutter Snipe. Sleep with the Dead kills me. Dang it. Such a good card. It would have killed me even if I hadn't attacked with everything. Yeah. GG. Close one, game 2. Obviously, the red blasts are good. There's a question as to whether or not the relics are good. I think Gutter Snipe is worse against Force Spike. Snacker seems great. Here, how good are Epicures and Kittens? They're just the thing that I'm wanting to cut. And also, there's 6 of them, and there's 6 red blasts. That feels like really intentional to me from whoever designed the deck. And maybe Fire Blast is worse. And maybe shave a Gutter Snipe? Is that the plan? Is that a cohesive plan? So the plan is to be more controlling, stop their threats, limit their threats. Like, it's not like they're doing anything else out of their graveyard. Just try and resolve, grab the prize in highway robberies to get sneaky stackers attacking. It's sneaky stacker that's going to do most of the work. Faster, do I want to go down all the fire blasts? Leave in like Epicures? I think Epicure is a little better than Kitten in the matchup, right? I feel like there's just a little bit more control over Epicure. I might just be downplaying how good Kitten is. I'm not sold on Fire Blast. Maybe I want a couple of Epicures. They can block as well. I'm going to try that. Go beyond the play. Just immediately double Gutter Snipe feels kind of bad, but I'm going to keep it. Because I do just kind of want to slam them. Land, go. So now the question is, next turn, do we play Gutter Snipe into a Force Spike? I think it depends on whether or not we draw a land. Belt Scour hit 1 instant sorcery. Okay. They're passing. There's probably also merit into. I am going to cast a Gutter Snipe. I think I do need to cast spells and work through their interaction. Yeah, they had the Force Spike. That's so brutal. Oh, and they had the Thought Scour. Okay, so what are they at? They have 7 cards in graveyard. 2 of them are lands, so that's a 5 mana discount on their Snicks. Ponder makes it a 6 mana discount, so that's 1 mana terrors. I would like to draw land so I don't get. Okay, well now at least I don't get Force Spiked. Gutter Snipe pass. Hydroblast is so annoying. Yeah, that's fine though. Yeah, both of my Gutter Snipes getting answered efficiently by 1 mana plays while they still develop their 5/5. Makes me feel really behind here. Because now I just need a Pyroblast to deal with their pressure. Ponder could very easily find another snake. Do I need to bolt them on end step just to use my mana? Man, I hate that. I think I'm going to, though. Yeah, there's another snake. If they can present one more, they got lethal in play. Nope. So they have interaction. Yippee for me. Yeah, they do not care about that bolt at all. Mountain. Woof. Feel like I just need to grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper here. Oh, should I have played that land so I could at least play around Spell Pierce? Maybe? Nah, they play Force Spike. They don't play Spell Pierce. They do have Hydroblast. Happens. I don't think I play this land. I think it's better as a discard to a top deck grab the prize. So they're down to Island, 2 unknowns off the draw step here. We're down 5. Do I have a way of I don't think I have a way to win from here. They have 2 lethal threats. I can only draw 1 card. Yeah, Pyroblast is 3 mana to answer a terror. I just don't have enough here, right? And they can brainstorm to find their last piece of interaction to kill me. Yeah, I'm really dead here. It was maybe a little aggro casting the first Gutter Snipe into Force Spike mana, but I think it was necessary. They had the Hydroblast anyway. Yeah, there's a Pyroblast, but it's not enough. So we're dead here. GG. On to game number 4. If you like this deck, check it out with my Moxfield link in the description down below. By following me on Moxfield, you can keep up with the new brews I'm working on before they become videos. And you can even see the tuning updates for old brews too. Thanks again for your support. I'll see you on Moxfield. I don't know if we've been on the play yet this league, but game number 4 here, we're on the draw, and it's a little shaky, but we have 2 lands Highway Robbery. I think I keep that. Artifact duels are probably our best matchup, I would assume. Ooh, Jeskai Ephemerate, huh? Cleansing Wildfire, yep. I love me a Cleansing Wildfire. Annoying. Why couldn't you be here earlier? We're just going to plot and pass. A Skittering Kitten is ugh. Triple Gutter Snipe is a lot of Gutter Snipes. I think we just start jamming them. Faithless Looting, nothing really good to discard. Yeah, man, I'm just going to start slamming them into interaction here. If they counterspell, that's fine. That's 1 less counterspell for the next Gutter Snipe I cast. Okay. I'm actually, well, I wasn't expecting that to resolve. I guess since it did, though, I'll cast this Highway Robbery and discard Faithless Looting. They had an opportunity to do this without taking 2, but they missed it. So cool, I guess. Both playing sloppy. I would like to discard. Be very careful to make sure I didn't pick Sacrifice there. Well, okay, that's a turn, I suppose. Chaomancer, get back. I'd assume Scred. No, the card draw. Or the life gain, I suppose, is what it actually is. I'm going to pop out Graveyards. I don't like when Moto dances back and forth between them. Land is nice. They did get Scred, so I guess I'll just cast Gutter Snipe, cast Epicure. And I don't really think there's any reason to cast Fire Blast if they kill... Oh, but there is reason. Holy guacamole. Yeah, there's reason to do this. They're fully tapped out. Yeah, we'll take that. So 3 for 2. What card is this again? Draw a card that gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Cool. That's going to help in matchups like this. For them, at least. They don't appear to have removal. Attacks for 3. The 3 mana 2/2s are coming for you, opponent. Well, Breath Weapon was absolutely brutal. Goodness. I guess I shouldn't have played into that, but also... Bleh. Plot here and Kitten attack. I was not expecting main deck Breath Weapon out of Jeskai Ephemerate. I think that Union of the Third Path is also a one of, or is probably a one of. Now they're running 2 Breath Weapons, 2 Union of the Third Path. Sorry, it's not that unlikely. Well, Murmuring Mystic is gonna really slow me down here. A Bolt. I'm going to discard this Voldaren Epicure because I don't think it's doing anything. Oh, that's fine. Man. Man. Avadar does kill Murmuring Mystic? I guess I'll play on. But I'm feeling bad with 2 lands, no cards in hand against my opponent's 3rd Brainstorm. Is that their 1st Brainstorm? No, it's their 3rd. Okay. I just can't read. Brainstorm Wildfire is really nice, giving you a shuffle. That was probably the best thing I could hope to draw. to try and start clawing back into this. Bolt Augur, okay. I can feel myself starting to get buried here. They have the answer to my next threat. They have a 10 turn, I guess a 9 turn clock now. Is that good enough for me? Yeah, I don't want to play this. Let's go to the board. No worries. We're going to rally here. Red Blasts again. Again, we're in that tricky situation of do we want relics? I'm thinking so. Counterspell decks Fire Blast just seems to be worse, I think. They have so much removal for Gutter Snipes. They have Augur Bolus, they have Murmuring Mystics, they have Mole Drifters. These cards just feel weak to me. Fire Blast doesn't feel weak, but like Skittering Kitten does. And Gutter Snipe's just clunky. At the same time, yeah, just as soon as they land any of those creatures, none of these feel good. Fire Blast might be fine. I don't really want to draw the second Fire Blast, though. I think that first one is going to be okay, though. And Sub It will be on the play, and I am happy with this hand. Land, go. Is there merit to casting Lava Dart on their end step just so it's in the graveyard? It doesn't really have any targets. I think I just want to have the free spell in the graveyard. And then I think we just jam here. Highway Robbery might be better into an open blue mana that could be representing Hydroblast, but they're not going to have it. I just know that they don't have it. Oh no, they had it! Oh, I wasn't playing around that. We have the Highway Robbery, the Snacker's in the graveyard where we want it. So now they are representing Counterspell, so I think we do plot Highway Robbery. And say go. F8 really does not do much with this deck. As long as you have a Lava Dart in the graveyard or a Fire Blast in hand, F8 just doesn't matter. And for those of you who don't know, F8 or the 8 key, I suppose, on my keyboard, that is if you have nothing you can do, auto yield everything. So it's like a more manageable F6, where if you're completely tapped out and can't cast spells, it'll just automatically pass the turn and do everything for you. This is going to eat a counterspell. Would looting eat a counterspell? Looting might, and that's better for me if looting eats a counterspell. Yeah, they're thinking about it. See that? They went to cast something and then didn't, and now it resolves, okay? So now I'll discard Snacker and Dart. Now we get back a Snacker. And then I guess we say go. We have up a Pyroblast. We can defend against a Hydro. We can start applying some pressure here. Cleansing Wildfire. Yeah, no, that's fine. They're passing, still representing that counterspell mana. Land is really nice. Combat attack. We can start flashing back Faithless Lootings, but I think I just want to plot another Highway Robbery here. Use my mana, set up for a future turn, leave up some interaction here. Another Wildfire. They're getting their mana under them. There's potentially merit to bringing in... No, I don't think this list does run Cast into the Fire. I think it runs Smash to Smithereens, and I don't think there are good targets for Smash here. I just want to hit my land drop and pass, I think. Oh man, I would really prefer if that didn't resolve. I'm going to try and counter target spell. We've been thinking they have a counter spell, but then this does still die to Bolt. Oh, Dispel's tough. Woof. Okay. Bolt, Dart, Dart kills it. And Flame Breather is something. Alright, combat, attack with Snacker. Okay. That got through. Interesting. Bolt is 4 damage. Both darts are 4 damage. The highway robberies are 2 damage. I think I want to cash in a highway robbery, sacking a land. Just want to up the number of cards in my hand here. Like if they tap down on mana and give me a chance to kill this, that'd be great. Am I even going to do that now, though? I'd have to be going down to 1 land. And that sounds awful. Okay. Hmm. That's actually really interesting. Second flame breather. And then I think I'm casting this. Yeah, okay. Sacrifice another land. Okay. Hit a land. And then dart. Dart. So that's 6. I have lethal. Huh. Bolt you? Dart you? Are you? Good enough? Is that good enough? Ooh, we got there. Wow. Okay. So that's why this deck is good, because it can do stuff like that. Awesome. See, we only saw one red blast, and everything else dealt our opponent damage. Man, I don't know. Sideboarding with this deck is so hard. I think I'm gonna run it back. Stackers just seem so important against what they're doing. Actually, yeah, I wanted to check. Yeah, it is. It's Smash to Smithereens. They don't have the one that exiles Cast in the Fire, so that's not something we have to think about. Is Relic even good? Is Relic even good? Like, if they get to the part of the game where they're doing all of their graveyard synergies with our Chaomancers and stuff, like, are we even winning that? Maybe I want, like, Skittering Kitten over it to deal a little bit of damage. Like, if I have this in my opening hand, isn't that better than having Relic? Like, this is dealing damage and then it cycles into something later. Is Epicure slightly better? It's a slightly better top deck, I think. I think it's a little better than Kitten. It's better than Fire Blast. I kind of think so. Sub it. Man, one land, but on the draw, double Pyroblast, and we have an Epicure. I'm going to keep this. When it's on a mulligan to 6, and they lead on tap land. Well, we just need to draw a land and we're golden. Look at that. Never didn't have it. Then we get to go land Flame Breather, and we're curving out, baby. Attack. I think this is fine if it needs a counter spell. They're going to have interaction. Yep, that's fine though. They don't have red mana yet. Drifty Mully. Okay, attack. I think Blood Token is going to dump a snacker here. We'll say go. That brainstorm feels important. Oh, it seemed important. Okay, we're not applying a ton of pressure here, but any amount of chip shot damage is like very good. We're also up to 4 lands in play, which is a ton. Every mountain in this deck is like Ancient Tomb. Because you tap it once to spend your mana, exile target creature or vehicle. I am really happy about that, I think. I just need... Lob Dart's not what I needed. I really need to grab the prize. That'd be ideal. Lorian's annoying. I can't interact with that, though. And they can find their Fjord. Get their red mana underneath them. There's an Epicure. I do think I'm going to cash this in immediately. Letter Snipe, okay? Well, if they do nothing, I'm going to do nothing. Second Pyroblast is nice. We've got pressure again. Is there merit to darting in the end step on their turn? Potentially. There's merit to many decisions. Free will is an illusion. Land is nice. That lets me protect a gutter snipe with 2 pyros, but doesn't protect a gutter snipe from red removal. Okay, that feels like weakness to me. that feels like weakness. Counter. What is it targeting? Targeting pyro? Yeah. Now, I can't do anything with this Gutter Snipe because I don't have Lava Darts in the graveyard. If I get to untap, I just win, though. They probably have an extra Scred, though. Like, why would they kill my Epicure if they don't have another red removal spell? That would stink, but... Thraben Charm? That didn't really do anything, honestly. If they have rides in, I'm dealing a lot of damage, it's fine. Okay, so this is 3, 6, 11, more than 11, plus flashbacks. Start with a bolt. I'm just going to auto yield to this. Let's see if we have him dead here. Dispel. Dart you. Flashback dart. My Jackson dart. Dart you? Is that better than Fiery Temper them? Okay, let that resolve. You're down to 6. That resolves. You're down to 4. Now, Lava Dart's is better because I can cast it twice and Gutter Snipe will kill off that. Yeah, we got there. We got there. All right, all right. Gutter Snipe for the win. On to the final round.
Oh, hey, you're still watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Check me out in the Ko-Fi link down below, and yeah, I'll let you get back to it.
We're finally on the play for the final round. 2-2, going for the positive record here. Epicure, Gutter Snipe, Sneaky Snackers. I mean, this seems like a keepable hand of Magic the Gathering cards to me. Let's run it. Here go. Basic Plains from the opponent into Laguna Band Trailblazer. Well, I don't love that. Let's see if they're afraid of Lightning Bolt. They are. Haha. I don't have it. Let's yield to this. So we do have Fire Blast. That's so interesting. I'm unsure. If they have Spirit Link, they have Hyena Umbra. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If they don't have a creature, they can't win. And I have Skittering Kitten. Combat. Attack. Pass. Next turn, I can get back another Snacker. I can use the Blood Token plus the Skittering Kitten. This is doing nothing right now. Tap, combat, attacks. Taking 3 here. Yep. And then we can go Blood Token. And then we can go Skittering Kitten. I can't believe we drew another Sneaky Snacker. That's disgusting. Play land, say go. That's fine, though. That's just a 1/5. Yep. Slam. The Snipey Boy hits you for 6, puts you to 3. They drew their land. They did find Spirit Link. This isn't dealing damage with its butt, though, is it? Okay, cool. Awesome. Fantastic. Pyroblast does nothing. Searing Blaze doesn't kill any of their stuff. Smash, they're all enchantments. Graveyard, doesn't matter enough for me to bring anything in. I think we'll just send it back. We just need to nut draw them like we just did again. But Spirit Link seems rough. And I'm sure they have pro-red interaction. Okay, I'm on the draw. And I have Grab the Prize Snacker. There are 18 lands in the deck. And I have 2 looks. I'm going to take a moment while I find a hypergeometric calculator. Okay. So with 53 cards in my deck, 2 looks on draw steps, there are 17 lands, and I need a land to really get this hand going. 54%. That's slightly better than positive. I'm going to keep. Opponent mulligan to 6 and then kept. No creature on 1, but we have a Skittery Kitty, which is a redraw too. Attack. Wonderweave Aerialist. I mean, Bolt just kills that. No, it doesn't. It has Ward 2. Annoying. In that case, I guess I just attack. See if they block. They do. They know what's up. Discard a snacker. Try and hit a land. Oh no, we didn't hit a land. Well, the odds of this were really low. I'm just telling you that. They weren't that low. If I had drawn if I had drawn 3 cards instead of 2. Oh, dude, it's 69%. That's crazy. All right. That thing has flying and protection from everything. And it's got vigilance. Cool. I'm not attacking through it, like at all. On black as well, so it hits snacker. That sucks. I'm gonna dart them in the end step. Drew a bolt. Yep. Saying go. If they put Spirit Link on this, I'm conceding. Hyena Umbra. Okay, we're still not dead yet. Ethereal Armor. Well, now we're basically dead. Okay, dart you again. Go to say we can't win now. All right. I kept a 1-lander. I shouldn't have kept a 1-lander. Whatever. We're gonna sub it. Azula. I'll play first. Land a bunch of time. I'm gonna keep this. Opponent starts the game with 7. That feels like Legacy Dredge when they do that, man. Like, what do you mean you're starting the game with 7 cards in hand every single time? Ugh. Armadillo. Okay. Combat attack. I don't have any way to. I think I just play out both Epicures here. Ethereal Armor, yep. Spirit Link. Dude, this is so hard. Okay, this is only 2 damage, though. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. Grab the prize as a start. Discard Fiery Temper. Man, They don't have protection on this thing. Oh no, I can't hit any. I'm tapped out. I can't actually. Man, if I thought about that more. I would need to hit Fire Blast. There's nothing else I can hit. Okay, fine. Golly gee, I hit Fire Blast. I mean, I still think it's wrong to like try and do that. But dang. Okay, how much bigger can you get? Hitting the land is annoying. Sentinel's Eyes, make it a 4/8. Yep. Protection. Okay, yeah. Oh man, if I had gone for it on the out of hitting Fire Blast, we would have gotten there. Shoot. 15? Oh no, I'm just so dead here. Oh my gosh. Okay, a lava dart. I guess I'll plot this and then say go. Plan here is they have protection. Oh, I can't do anything. I can't even block in. Yeah, because they just attack and no, I missed my window. If I had been on it, I maybe would have thought about the fact that they didn't have protection. Buddy, you got it. It's already I'm so dead. Yeah, so in that last game there, I could have pointed the Azula, cat on my lap. I could have pointed the Fiery Temper at the Armadillo. The thing I didn't like about it was I was tapping myself out, and the only thing that would have killed the Armadillo was one of 3 Fire Blasts in the deck. I should have run a Hypergeometric Calculator on it to see what the odds were. But I would have hit, and so we could have gotten rid of their 1 threat, which may have set them back far enough that we can keep extending pressure and get them dead. But another thing that I could have looked at doing was using my blood tokens to see more cards because then I have more options. Like Fire Blast is still something, but then Lava Dart and Lightning Bolt also become ways of killing. Yeah, I think that was just me rushing the turn and not realizing what was important and just trying to go for maximum efficient use of mana instead of correctly identifying my opponent is showing weakness right now and I could punish that. Yeah, no, I hate this deck. I hate Mono Red Madness. There, it has its moments, like when you're popping off with Gutter Snipes and Flame Breathers, and you're able to chain through your deck with your draw twos and your blood tokens, and find your Lava Darts and flash them back and deal Exacxies, and it has its moments. But this is just not my style. The games are done too quick. I feel like my opponent lands certain cards and I can't ever beat them, or I spew my hand and it eats a Hydroblast and I can't recover, and I just don't care for it. Other people, Pygonti probably in specific, will play this deck to great success, and I will continue with my brews. But it's important to understand this weak points of the top meta decks, and yeah, grab the prize if you can. Oh, I turned off my thing. Yeah, if you can just make sure that you can prioritize countering Grab the Prize, countering Gutter Snipes, you can really neuter this deck a lot. As long as you have like blockers on board to make their 1-drops irrelevant and some life gain just to pad the life total, you're going to be fine. This deck is very good. It's very strong. I don't really think it needs a ban, and I'm not just saying that because I'm bad at playing it. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Bowdy.